and actually an interview is for you to, it's your time to shine. So just shine. Don't fake it. Don't be too emotional. Don't be, just be you. Just be normal. Just be calm. And trust me, you're gonna make it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be diving straight into sharing with you guys some tips how to prepare when you've been pre-selected for a DAAD scholarship program. My experience will be based on that of Leadership for Africa, but you can as well use my experience to adapt it to other DAAD programs. And before starting this video, I wish to congratulate all those who have been pre-selected, because this reaching at this stage is not something that's really easy. So those pre-selected are those who are actually smart and intelligent. So I congratulate you guys all, and I wish you all the best in your interview. And if this video can help you, to have some punch and to have some motivation, to have some courage, then that's the goal actually. Then I'll be very glad. Without wasting time, let's dive straight into the video. So actually I summarized the points into 5, and the first point, the first point you need to have in mind when going in for an interview is to be calm and be you. When you're authentic and you're just calm, it plays in your favor. Being pre-selected comes with a lot of anxiety and a lot of happiness, because you're one step in and one step out. So I can imagine the fear, the anxiety, the joy, everything mixed. It just, it creates this thing. And yeah, but you need to be very calm. All you need to do is just to prepare very well. And in the preparation, the other points will like give you more details on how to prepare. But you need to be very calm and just be you. Don't go there to fake who you are not. Just be simple as you are. Just know that if you've been selected, that means you have something they saw in you. The second point is you should know your application. You actually send a motivation letter and a CV in the documents, right? So the interview questions will be mostly based on the motivation letter and your CV, because that's just all they know from you. You wrote something down and that attracted them to you. So actually interviewers will actually just want to know you better from what you wrote, because that's all they have of you, like an information. So make sure you read your motivation letter again, like reread it, and your CV as well, so you know what you actually wrote in those documents. Probability that most of the questions be asked in regards to the motion letter and the CV are very high. So know your application. So the third point is you should know your goals. Me, for example, I'm a scholarship holder, Leadership for Africa, and from the name, you should know why you're applying Leadership for Africa. From the name, you should like start making research. What makes someone a good leader? How you can impact your community, because a leader is not somebody who rules, but the leader is someone who serves. So you should know these characteristics of a leader. You should start incorporating it in your mind, in your spirit, and you should know your goal as well. You should know why you apply, because they will ask you questions regards to your goals, be it your goals after your masters, or your goals even while studying, or your 5-year goals. It depends. So you can be asked questions about your goals and to why you choose the program, and how you think you can impact your community with what you've gained in Germany through that program. So that's why you're supposed to know and really master it. And know your goals as well will go into, they could ask you questions like, why did you choose Germany? Why your university? So you should know your program as well, like your future program in university. You should know some of the courses. You should know your university. They wish to know if you've like really had time to research on everything regards to your studies. Because trust me, when you come here, I think you have like 6 months of language courses, and you just dive straight into your studies. And when you're not yet too familiar with everything, you could have issues like studying your studies. So they wish to know if you're like quite ready, and if you know all these things related to your studies. So mind you, make sure you prepare very well, in the sense of knowing your program, knowing your goal, and also know even your university. And why Germany? Why did you choose Germany? There are other countries in the world. You have the US, you have the UK. I don't know, many countries. Why Germany? So you should like tell them why you choose Germany, and it's not so difficult to find. Yeah. And I'll be diving on to the fourth point, your German level. When you mention if you can speak German or not, there are probabilities that they will ask two questions in German. For my case, I was asked questions in German. But before starting, I said, Entschuldigung, mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. And the interviewer just laughed. She really laughed because, I acknowledge the fact that my German is not so good, even though I had C1, but I wasn't practicing the language. And that's something you are supposed to know. Interviewers are human beings, they are not there to judge your German level if you have C2 or no. All they just wish to know is if you can use the language, if you feel comfortable. That's just what they need to know. And we actually spoke in German. I think my interview was 70% in German and just 30 in English. And it was good and I was selected, because I spoke the language and everything. They wish to know that about you if you're interested in the language, if you can use it, and that can be, you should prepare to like just prepare some sentences, just go through, some grammar, some vocabulary, just prepare, that's all it takes. When you're preparing for an interview, you just prepare, you have no limits, you are very open and you prepare. And so the last point, I think this is the fifth point. For me, this is one of the most important points when you should have in mind when going for an interview, be it for a job or for a scholarship. So what I would say is, at the end of the interview, you're always asked if you have something to say or if you have a question, even if in the course of the discussion, because some interviews are very interesting, like the candidate speaks with the interviewers, the communication flows, like that was my case. We're just like communicating, just discussing, just exchanging. It was so cool. But I was asked, like, you always be asked if you have a question or you have, I don't know, something to say. Even if everything was clear, don't say you don't have any question or you have nothing to say. No, make mistake. If everything was clear and you have nothing to say, you can just thank them for the opportunity, they're giving young Africans to come to Germany to study and acquire knowledge to go back and impact Africa with, for example. You could even thank them for the time they used to organize all these things, because when you apply for scholarships, people read your application, they organize these interviews, and it takes time and everything. So you could thank them for that, and trust me, they will be touched because they're humans. And even if, as I said, you don't have any question, you just thank them for their time. That will touch them. Yeah, that's the emotional aspect. So if you have a question, good and fine, you ask your question or your questions, they will answer. And I think that's all I could say about preparing for an interview for the DAAD. As I said, just prepare, know your application, know why you choose Germany, know how you can impact Africa with your program. Just be yourself. So I wish you guys good luck. Good luck. Ich drücke euch die Daumen. Like, I'm crossing fingers for you guys. I'll be so excited if my tips helped you in preparing for the interviews, and hopefully we meet in Germany. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and for those who haven't yet subscribed, please do so the channel can grow. See you in the next video. Bye.